able to take my Instagram account from 20,000 followers to now over 230,000 followers with this strategy right here. And with this explosion of growth, I got to work with and create content for some of the biggest brands like Sony, Honda, and Google, just to name a few. I even got to travel around the world to work on some amazing projects. For me, taking Instagram seriously and creating short form content was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made, because it took my brand and business to an entirely new level and changed my life. But if I were to start from the very beginning, from scratch with 0 followers, these are the most important crucial things that I would do right away in order to build up a successful Instagram account again. And I'm going to be taking some of the core elements from my Instagram Creator Academy and try to condense it into 5 core topics that I would do right away. The first one is going to be understanding the algorithm. Now, assuming that this is something that you're serious about and this is something that you actually want to make a living out of, the very first thing that you need to understand is the game of Instagram. And once you understand what the game is that we're playing here, you understand why certain videos will get millions of views and why certain videos won't. And the number one thing to understanding the Instagram algorithm is that it only cares about keeping the user on the platform for as long as possible. And you might be asking, why exactly do they care about this? Well, because the more time that you spend on this platform, the more ads that you end up watching and the more money that they make from these ads. And the owner of Meta, Mark Zuckerberg, said this himself.
There will always be a version of Facebook that is free. In order to do that, we believe that we need to offer a service that everyone can afford, and we're committed to doing that.
Well, if so, how do you sustain a business model in which users don't pay for your service?
Senator, we run ads.
That's why social media is highly addictive. It's purposely designed in a way to get you glued to your phone. Stop. That is done on purpose. This is exactly what the algorithm is designed to do. And understanding that this is the game that we're playing here will allow you to strategize and then formulate your content in a way to increase audience retention and watch time, and essentially increase increase your chances of hitting the algorithm. So now that we understand that watch time and audience retention is the #1 key factor in what the algorithm wants, because it wants us to stay on the platform for as long as possible, the next thing that we need to tackle is how can we formulate our viral content around this concept. By knowing this, there is a way to set up and structure your content that will give you much higher chances of getting millions of views. Now, I cover this extensively in about a 2-hour long segment in my Instagram creator course, but to just summarize it, when it comes to formulating viral content, there are 3 main things that you need to understand. That's going to be the idea, the hook, and the value. Starting off with the idea, rather than spraying and praying random content, hoping to go viral, you can actually pinpoint and have a general idea of what will do better over the other. And why this is so important is because you can be more time efficient and not waste all your time and effort filming and editing a video based on a bad idea that will just flop. You want to know where to put your effort and time so you can actually see some results. So learning how to come up with good ideas for your niche is very important in that regard. Now, moving on to the hook, and I think the hook is so important that this is what will either make or break your viral reel and could be the difference of you getting 1,000 views or 1,000,000 views on your video. I'm not even kidding, it's really that important. With the nature of short form content and the thousands of reels being uploaded